are now at the final portion of our debate. In lieu of the closing statement, as we did last night, we're going to have a closing question, something that isn't really issue-based, more philosophical. We drew the order earlier today, and Congresswoman Kuster will go first. So the question is, this is the first time that two women have faced each other in a congressional race in New Hampshire, in the general election anyway. 2 years ago, the state made history by electing women to all of its top 5 political offices. So the question is, Congresswoman Kuster, did that make any practical difference? If so, how?
Well, thank you, Josh. And this is a tremendous honor, and I want to thank my opponent. It is historic to have two women here, and I really appreciate that. I think, despite a few barbs, I think what women bring that's different is civility and the ability to have a conversation and to explore different policy options. It was a tremendous honor for me, obviously, to be a part of the first ever historical all-female delegation, and we have a woman governor. I should give her a shout out, and a woman chief justice. But look, male or female, what I'm looking for in colleagues in Congress are people who want to bring people together to get things done. That's my background. That's what I've been doing my entire life. Congress is broken. It's too polarized. And what's different about the way I've approached it is to create a group that we call United Solutions, Republicans and Democrats coming together to find common ground. We're not going to agree on everything, but what we need in our leaders is people who will look for a way to move our country forward. So it's great to be a part of this tonight, and thanks again for hosting.
And Ms. Garcia, same question for you. Did having 5 women in our top political offices make a practical difference, do you believe?
I think a broad array of perspective is really important. I'm glad that we have been leaders in terms of our female representation in our elected bodies on the state level and, of course, with our federal delegation. But when I hear from people right now, they're just really concerned about the direction our country's going in, and they don't really distinguish between men or women leaders in terms of their gender. They just want to know that there are people that are there to listen to them, to hear their concerns, and to take action that makes our country safer, that allows for job creation, that reduces the size and scope of government that they feel is intrusive and getting into every aspect of their lives. So that's what I would seek to do as a woman elected official if I were elected to Congress.